Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a different layout as well. Like up in my daughter's playroom trying to hide. Anyways, I wanted to do just a quick flip through of what you may ask of my Commit30. I've been really excited about it, and I think in every video that I've been kind of making, this is just not working and it's upsetting me. In every video that I've just been like kind of making, I've been able to really just show little bits and pieces a little bit further. But I really wanted to hold off filming like a little flip until I actually found my stride, and I wanted to see if this was like actually gonna stick or not. And I'm telling you what, like, it's a night and day difference. I really did enjoy my Commit30 that I had last year, but I did fall out of it quite a bit towards the end of the year. But I used it probably for like at least 6 months pretty consecutively last year, and I did love it. I really enjoyed it. But I think what I really wanted to try with this Commit30 this year was the Sunday start for one, and my thought process behind that was that in the job, I had gotten a new position at work, and I started working more like Monday through Friday type of scheduling, and so the bulk of everything kind of lasted on the weekend as far as like family outings and like big things and things I probably would take more photos for. And so it seemed like it just kind of like fit into my lifestyle better. I am like starting to go slowly back into my old job. It's very fluid. My job is very fluid. So my schedule is going to reflect that again. It's going to become very fluid again. So we'll see how this like Sunday, Saturday start really like pans out with that. Oh my gosh, my guinea pig is in here and he's drinking water now. So we'll see how that like really pans out with my Saturday and my Sunday start. But also I ended up going and opting for the larger version as well. So I really enjoy that. There was a video, I'm not prepared because I'm not at my desk, but there was a video that I had created that really showed the difference in box size, like width and height, in comparison for this like deluxe to the standard size, which is the difference obviously. So this one is the larger one, it's the deluxe. The one I had last year, the red one, is standard, which is more of like an A5. I think this one is more similar to like a B5 size. I know, don't quote me. If you have like the large or XL Moleskine spiral, it's like the same size as that. It is larger than the A5 for sure. And with that extra space, you're not really getting that much more, honestly, in the boxes, but it just feels like there's more like more breathing room on the paper. Everything is like obviously just a little bit bigger, but there's not any more or less notes pages either. It's really all just the same, but just a little bit larger scale planner. So let's start from the top. Right now I just have like partial of my daughter's school supplies list. It's like my condensed version of it. And then as I'm like slowly buying things, I'm just gonna like mark things off. And then I knew I really loved this planner once I was able to put paper down and like commit to something in these front pages. So obviously I got my little girl gang. I can't go anywhere without them. So always remember, even good moms say bad words sometimes. And then here we are. If you see this crossed out for June, yes, I'm just crazy and I wanted to make it symmetrical. I was just like ready to keep the year moving. All right, so I am not going to back plan. I bought this a little earlier in the year, but I just held on to it because I didn't know if I was going to love it. I was so busy at work. I didn't want to commit and put any other planning on my plate because at that time, planning for me in multiple things wasn't giving me the same joy that it once had. And of course, like I said, my work schedule picked up. And that's it really. Like I just was in a place where I just didn't feel happy writing the same thing over and over and over again. Where like I once had, because that was very decompressing for me. But with work picking up, it was like the time that I wasn't home, I did not want to play in my planners at that time for whatever reason. So I really just needed one main planner that encompassed everything, and I think that that's why I kind of peeled away from the Hobonichi Weeks. And then once I like got married to this larger size, this larger feel, and being able to spread out, then it was kind of like a wrap, a subconscious wrap for the Hobonichi. And I kind of knew that because once I started writing in this, I was like, oh God, this is it. Like, I'm at planner piece of my Hobonichi Weeks, and now I'm going to mess all of that up. And lo and behold, I did. So I'm not going to back plan anything. That was a long-winded story for me saying that there's a lot of pages in here that aren't covered, and I'm not going to cover them or like back plan in them. So the day that I first started officially trying to write in here, I was still trying to like really get my stride and see if I would like it, because again, I'm like a horizontal girl through and through. I did know obviously that I liked the Commit30 setup, but I was just hesitant still. So I was trying to really find my groove with like the pens again and the markers again, and how I wanted the layout set up, how I wanted to include like work things, how I wanted to track all the aspects of my life back into this type of planner. So this was the first week I really started setting things down and like color coding work tasks and whatnot, and I kind of liked it. I didn't know how to fill some of these like spaces, and maybe that's just because life was really boring that day, maybe. But I'm sure I probably like didn't know what to write either. So it was like a little bit of a relearning curve. And then this week it started kind of amping back up a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to use these bottom pages or bottom boxes, but I saw something similar to this in her handle's like Janelle Plans and Reads on Instagram and YouTube. I think it's the same one on both. And she had something similar in tracking. So I used some of my stickers, and I was tracking like meals, if I was reading books and what books I was reading, and then if I worked out. So again, like this week started to fill up again, and I found myself really going in and backfilling in some of these things, just because I was like still in tandem between two planners at the time, and that's just not the ideal place that I wanted to be. So it's starting to fill up a little bit. And then I tried to have like a Bible reading as like part of my challenges, and obviously it didn't really work out. Then I started to doubt myself again in this planner, because I was like, I jumped into this and I'm not even going to use it for the commit thing, and that was like the main reason why this planner is so awesome. And so I started to doubt myself, and you'll see that not in the monthly. This monthly is like very neat and clean and cute looking, but in the week I like started out strong again, and then I just fell off because I was like, you're right, Taylor, why are you in this planner? Like, you have a good thing going. And it was more weeks that just kind of looked like that. And then something changed. I found happiness in this planner. I found my groove. This was the week that changed everything. I really just fell in love with it. And from there on, it's just been like a wrap. So I kind of have been changing how I plan different things here at the bottom. Some weeks it's workouts. I was really trying to curb my coffee intake, as well as like up my water intake. And so you'll see a lot of that down here. I was really trying to get off of screen time. It was this day. I remember thinking, who spends that much time on their phone? And then I was like, I can't be that person. I can't do that. I have a family. I have things. And so I really tried to, hi baby, use that to curb a lot of it.
Why did you have the picture baby sticker?
And then moving on, a lot of this is just much of the same. Sometimes I found like fun little things that I wanted to write down here, just like big ideas for the week, things that I was like journaling a little bit. There's a lot of just to-do lists. There's a lot of, if there was space that I wanted to memory keep, because there wasn't a lot that actually took place as far as to-do lists, I found space to like input those in here as well. And then at the top, I was writing, what is that? Oh, like if there was like health things going on in the family. So I found a way to really, don't freak out. If anyone is going to freak out and say that I'm giving this, it's okay. That's not a thing anymore. And that's just a phone number. I really found a way to like make this my own. And so I really just started enjoying it. I still need to go back and journal about this day. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to use, I wanted to figure out how I wanted to use these like notes pages, and we'll see if I do the same thing for June. I don't think that I did. I started doing some gratitude logging, but I didn't keep up with it, of course, similar to their fashion. Again, I tried to do a different type of challenge. I never do great at the challenges, but life is about being a work in progress. More things. I did like big things that happened, big debt payoffs, big medical things, big events in our life, and it all goes in here. Big notes for the month, things I have to get done. I was tracking how much I was spending on like grocery and gas, and the monthly turned into me tracking how many times I went to the grocery store, when I changed my contacts, when I paid certain bills, when I got gas, and it looks a little bit different every week, which I love, but the meat and the potatoes of it is still the same. It's like quick micro memory keeping, journaling, whatever you want to call it, to-do lists, there's work, there's meal planning, there's habit tracking, there's sometimes this kind of habit tracking. I saw this in Mom Bee plans. It works for me sometimes it doesn't. I'm just not great at habit stacking habit things. And I started using these bottom boxes for like work things instead of putting them in my day-to-day things and my day-to-day boxes. And I think what I love about this is that there's so much space that I can put like memory keeping and to-do lists. These are like dailies. It's not a week to me, really. It's just dailies. And I really break it down and look at it like that, and it works out really well. More of the week. Again, everything just looks a little bit different each week.
I could put something in here.
You can. And it's fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. I love everything about what we're doing. What's going on in this planner. Just gonna quickly like flip through the last few pages. Sometimes I'll even let my kids like draw and write and color in here, because it's fun at the end of the day. It's fun to go back and look at that. And then here is June, what we're currently working with in June. And I haven't laid down any of my photos or anything. And some weeks do look a little more bare than others, because again, it goes back to work, my workflow. But that's okay. It's all part of it. I've even thought about getting like a ton of those, hi baby, of those dollar spot Target like sticky pockets.
Mommy,
and just like putting those.
vitamins.
No, go put those back. You can't have vitamins. Why? You already had some today. Go put those back, please. You're gonna upset your belly. Please put them back.
I want to fill my belly.
Oh my goodness. And so I was thinking about sticking. Hey, Bubby,
Why?
give them to Mama. I want you to give them to Mommy.
Why?
Because I want to know that you're not going to eat them. You can get really sick if you have too many. Here, we're going to talk about it in just a minute. I'm going to flip through this. And I was thinking about putting those in the week, or one at the start of the month. Like similar to where this monthly, oh, she's mad. Similar to where this monthly starts. And then just putting a little pocket for the month and filling it with a ton of photos. I thought that would be kind of fun too. But yeah, that's where we're at. And then the back of those pages, I've kind of like found a way to quickly like micro journal a little bit. And I haven't really found the need to use these notes pages for anything. I found that a lot of the notes that I take, I can really put inside of a notepad. And the notepad, I rip those pages out and stick them in here when I need them. And when I don't need them, I just throw it away. And then with the girls, next year, I'm starting my master's up again. The girls are all 3 in school again. And
I'm going to kindergarten.
Yeah, all of these. So there's just a lot going on. So I've really leaned into using this Commit30. So that's exciting as well. And then a lot of what's in the back, I'm just keeping like little things that they either bring me from school that are like really cute, or things that we camp with. Oh, and then I have these in case me or the girls want to do a word search one day while we're out and about with my planner. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you all for staying tuned to this chaotic little video, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.